Hi there, and welcome to today's practice with me, Emily Kern. Please join me on your mat in a comfortable seated position. You can choose a bolster, a block, or a blanket. Just grounding through your sits bones, elongating through your spine, and reaching the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Your gaze can be soft and your breath natural. And take a few moments just to tune into yourself, bring awareness to you and the practice of today. I wanted to offer up one of my cards. I've created my own deck of healing words that I like to utilize in my own practice. If this practice doesn't resonate with you and you're not interested in my card, please go ahead and ignore, or you can find your own word to practice, focus your practice on today. So I thought I would just draw a card and see what word comes up for us. I'm going to keep right here. Ooh, manifest. So I'm not sure if you can read it from here, but today's theme will be around the word manifest, us manifesting our desires, our dreams. What can we manifest today? Set those aside. I'm going to keep my card up here for me to focus on throughout the practice. So, continuing our seated position, tune inward to your breath. And allow the word manifest, or your chosen word in your practice today, to enter your mind. And thinking about what relationship you have with this word, how you use it in your daily practice, what experiences you have around this word. What tools do you use to help you manifest in your life? Do you have a ritual, a routine? Are you someone who likes to make a vision board, a mood board, write down your dreams and desires and watch them come true? Perhaps you like candles, you have special crystals, herbs, tinctures, etc. So just tuning into this part of you. All right, so beginning to get active, let's come onto our hands and our knees, finding a tabletop position. Let's stack our shoulders above those wrists, knees under our hips. Starting to warm up the breath, we're going to go into a cat-cow. So inhale, drop our bellies, lift our head, lead with our tail. And exhale, navel to spine, round our back. Inhale to cow. Working on your own breath here. Exhale to cat, really round through that spine, drawing your tailbone forward, and inhaling to neutral, exhale, neutral spine. We're going to inhale our right hand to the sky, gaze goes up, exhale, thread the needle, lowering that right shoulder to the earth. Inhale, press up. Exhale, thread it through. Don't lower all the way though. Inhale. And exhale, palm to the ground. Reset your stance, your kneeling stance. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, left arm to sky. Exhale, thread it through, don't lower to the ground. Inhale, left hand back up. And exhale. Both hands to mat. We're going to walk our hands to the front of the mat, kind of lower ourselves down. Lower your hips to the mat, and we're going to walk our hands out. Elbows bent at 90 degrees. Allow your legs to rest on the mat, about hip distance apart. Gaze is right off the tip of your nose onto the mat. And then you're going to activate your back muscles as you lift your chest slightly off the mat, tucking your chin, gaze is right off the top of the mat, and lower back down. Feeling activation between your shoulder blades as you lift. Lowering back down. One more time like that. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling. And then planting your hands closer underneath those shoulders. Walk them in. Tuck your toes. Send your hips back to downward facing dog. Shift your weight forward into a high plank. Lower that left knee to the mat. Roll to the inside of your right foot and open up for supported side plank. From here, we're going to find a little bit of movement. So take that right arm and thread it under your left armpit for thread the needle back up to the sky. Getting long with a stretch. Exhale. Inhale back to the sky. And exhale, plant that right hand down. Coming back up to a high plank. And drop that right knee, rolling open for supported side plank. And exhale, thread the needle. Inhale. Working with your breath. Exhale, thread the needle. 2 more on your own. Really reaching here and exhale, plant that left hand to the ground. High plank pose. Shift your weight forward to your hands, bend the elbows, elbows to chest, halfway lower. Roll to the top of your toes. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And staying here for 2 breaths. Looking forward, bending your knees and walking towards the front of the mat. Space your feet out as wide as the mat. And find a squat. You can have your elbows on the inside of your knees and use your elbows to press your knees going deeper into that stretch, into that squat. Lower your left hand to the earth in front of your left foot, and then reach your right arm to the sky, taking a twist. If it's in your practice, you can wrap that left elbow around that left knee. Bring your right hand behind your back. Find your bind. Open your chest. Look over that right shoulder. And if the bind is not in your practice, staying where you are. And releasing that bind, planting that hand to the earth, coming back to center, planting your hands, step your feet back, downward facing dog. Shift forward to a high plank, elbows, bend your elbows, lower them halfway down, finding upward facing dog, sending it back, downward facing dog. Bending your knees, looking forward, you can hop to the front of your mat, walk your feet as wide as the mat, a little bit farther, coming back in to a squat. Keeping your hands at heart center. If you want more, drop the right hand to the earth, lift the left arm to the sky, twisting to the left. If it's in your practice, taking that bind, right arm goes around right knee and grabbing fingers from left hand. And releasing left hand to the sky, plant the right hand down, come back, heart center, and then heel toe your feet together for a forward fold. Bend at the knees if you need, finding that hinge at the hip. Let's walk our hands underneath our feet here. Pressing down through those feet, feeling a stretch. Using the force of our feet into our hands to help straighten out through our hamstrings. Finding length. And undoing your hands, stepping back, finding your vinyasa. And looking forward, stepping the right foot to the front of the mat. Drop that left knee. We're going to be coming up. Let's bring our hands into cactus arms, sinking it low into that right hip, opening through the chest, elongating through the back of the spine. Bringing awareness to the word, manifest. Or if you used your own word, I want to honor that as well. But allowing yourself to be open in receiving what's meant for you, gifts to the universe, and affirming that you deserve it. And framing that right foot, stepping up through that left leg, stepping that left foot to meet the right. Reverse swan dive to stand. Hands at heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step back with that right foot, framing that left. Lower that right knee, coming up for crescent lunge. Cactus those arms out, opening that chest. Sink a little lower in that left hip. Energetically bringing the right hip forward and left hip back to square through those hips. Knee is stacked over that left ankle. Hands are active. Gaze is soft. And coming, framing that left foot. Stepping up to that right foot, bring the right foot to meet the left. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Find your vinyasa. Looking forward, we're going to step or hop to the front of the mat. Reverse swan dive to standing. Coming into Tadasana. From here, we're going to step the long way on our mat. We have our feet pointing towards the edges of the mat. We have a nice distance of our feet, just a few feet distance there. And what we're going to do is we're going to bend our knees, cactus our arms, bring our heels to face each other into a goddess squat. Really sinking our hips lower. We can bring our hands to heart center if we need. Let's lift our left heel to the sky, sink it lower through that right. Lower that left heel down and lift the right. Sink it a little bit lower. Lower that heel down. Now lift them both. Sink a little bit lower. Lower both heels. Stand up. And then turn that right foot, coming down, framing that left foot, lower right knee to the ground, finding crescent lunge, cactus arms, and then bringing our hands to heart center. We're going to find a twist, taking right elbow outside of left knee, looking over left shoulder. Reversing the twist. Cactus arms. And floating our hands down to frame that left foot. Lift the right knee to the sky. Step it forward, forward fold, reverse swan dive, hands to heart center, finding Tadasana, and finding that wide stance again, toes pointing out, finding our goddess pose. We can start with hands at heart center, sinking it low, reaching your tailbone towards the earth, neck is long. Lifting that right heel to the sky. And go ahead and lower it back down. And lifting that left heel. Lowering and lifting both. Sink it down. If you have the breath, sending it to that area. back down, pivoting that left heel and framing that right foot, lowering left knee to the mat, coming up, cactus arms, hands to heart center. Take a twist on the right side, left elbow outside of left knee, really pressing those hands off each other, looking over your right shoulder. And release. Frame that right foot. Left foot comes up, meets the right. Shake out your legs here. And just rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head and shoulders, the last thing to come up. Inhale, arm hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, put your hands, find your flow, chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Lift right leg to the sky. We're going to bend that right knee and bring it to touch left elbow. Finding working twist. Inhale, leg up, and then exhale, knee to elbow again. Holding here, and exhale. Right foot comes down to meet left, downward facing dog. Lifting left leg to sky, bend the knee, bring it forward. Touch the right elbow, exhale. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale. Foot to sky. Inhale, knee to elbow. And inhale, knee to elbow. Hold it here. Exhale, foot to sky. And bring it down. Find your chaturanga. Come lower all the way to the ground. Allow your hands to come to your side and left ear to come to the mat. And taking a breath here. And getting active. Pressing ourselves up, coming into a seated position. I'm warm. I hope everyone's feeling warm and activated at home. Planting our sits bones on the earth, knees are bent, feet are on the ground. We're going to reach our arms out in front of us and lower vertebrae by vertebrae. All the way to the ground. And release our body. And then hug our knees into the chest. Let's roll it out before we go into our final resting pose of Savasana. And from here, I want you to extend your legs all the way out in front of you. Release your hands by your sides, shoulders roll open away, palms can face up. And you're welcome to close off the eyes completely here, or keep your gaze soft. Allow your breath to become heavy. And allow thoughts to enter your mind if they wish, but allowing them to gracefully exit without allowing them to stay and entertaining them just for the next few moments. Feel your breath getting heavy as your body becomes weightless onto your mat. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Release any tension, muscles in your face. To invite that word manifest into our mind one more time. And think about how it felt in the beginning of practice today, how it came up in the middle, and feeling how that word feels for you in this moment. What can you manifest for yourself today? And slowly bringing awareness back into your body. Maybe putting your fingertips together, wiggling your toes. Finding slight movements, feeling present in your body. Maybe licking your lips and taking a swallow. When you're ready, hugging your knees into your chest and rolling on your right side. Coming into fetal position. And from here, gently pushing yourself up into a seated position, joining me with hands in heart center. I honor the place in you where the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you that is of love, light, and happiness. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for showing up today. Have a great rest of your day.